Here serious Tom sits over his bowl, with his pipe and his pot for to cheer his soul. While his gay companions round him cling, he'll muse a while and then he'll sing. He'll muse a while and then he'll sing. A single life is a life of joy. There's no girl on earth shall my peace destroy. For I'll laugh and joke and drink and sing, and live as happy as a king. For while we are here with our friends all around, there's no greater pleasure can be found. I own I love a single life, though there's many lives happy with a wife. But when all is said and all is done, the hazard is too great to run. The hazard is too great to run. A single life is a life of joy. There's no girl on earth shall my peace destroy. For I'll laugh and joke and drink and sing, and live as happy as a king. For while we are here with our friends all around, there's no greater pleasure can be found.
I am a country carrier and a jovial soul of mine. I whistle and sing from morn till night, and troubles I'll defy. I want to bear me company, and of work she does a share. Oh, she's not me wife upon me law, she's me rattling no bay mare. Then round goes the wheels, and troubles I'll defy. It's jogging along together, me boys, me rattling mare and I. It's up and down the countryside, me mare and I do go. The folks they kindly greet us as we journey to and fro. The children they all cheer, and the old ones stop and stare. Oh, they lift their eyes with great surprise to Joe in his old bay mare. Then round goes the wheels, and troubles I'll defy. It's jogging along together, me boys, me rattling mare and I. Now when the loads are heavy and she's trolling up the hill, I by her side a sister as she works with such goodwill. She knows I love her well enough because the whip I spare. I would rather hurt myself than hurt my rattling old bay mare. Then round goes the wheels, and troubles I'll defy. It's jogging along together, me boys, me rattling mare and I. Now when the town we reaches, and she's trolling over the stones, she lives so who's so splendidly, she's not one of your lazy drones. So clear the road for Joseph comes, you crawlers, oh take care. With the driver smart and a carrier's cart, is Joe in his old bay mare. Then round goes the wheels, and troubles I'll defy. It's jogging along together, me boys, me rattling mare and I. I would not leave my station for the noblest in the land. I could not be Prime Minister or anything so grand. I would not be an older man to live in luxury. Oh, there's not an estate would separate me rattling mare and I. Then round goes the wheels, and troubles I'll defy. It's jogging along together, me boys, me rattling mare and I.
Twas through more fields I rambled by myself all alone. I heard a maid in Bedlam to me severe. It's all through my own true love, your apprentice boy, you know. You forced him to the seas, which has proved my overthrow. This sad disconsolation, which makes me to complain, I know, shall I ever see my own true love again? 'Twas early the next morning, this young sailor came on shore. He walked and he talked down alongside of Bedlam door. He overheard his true love most grievously complain, I'm afraid I shall never see that lad I love again. The sailor, he looked round him and stood in surprise. Then peeping through a window, he saw her lovely eyes. He gave to the porter a large piece of gold, saying, take me to my wife, she's the joy of my soul. And when that the sailor this young damsel did see, he took her off her strawy bed and set her on his knee. Are you that young man that my father sent to see, or are you come hither to make a fool of me? Oh, yes, I am the young man that your father sent to see, and I have now returned, all for the love of thee. Then if it be so, all my sorrows they are fled, I'll bid adieu unto these chains and this cold strawy bed.
'Twas down in the valley by the side of a grove, by a clear crystal fountain I saw my true love. When flowers I was springing, young lambs was all a-playing. 'Twas down along the banks where sweet violets did grow. The first time I saw my love, she did my heart surprise, with the blooming of her cheeks and the sparkling of her eyes. Young Cupid so cruelly directed a pointed dart, and the loss of young Nancy hath wounded my heart. Bring me pen, ink, and paper, that I may go and write to my own dearest Nancy, my joy and heart's delight. Young Nancy is so charming, most beautiful and fair. There's no one in this country can with my love compare. The birds on the branches are blessed with their manes, and the dove she is mourning for my unhappy fate. The lark she is mounting in the high lofty air, to bring me glad tidings of Nancy, my dear. So now in these torments I'm forced to remain, like a thief that is fettered and bound in some chains. No peace night or day can my heart ever find, for the loss of young Nancy hath troubled my mind. Fare you well, my dearest Nancy, since parted we must be. I am off to yon green mountain where no one shall see me, where rocks they shall hide me and bring me to my grave. Fare you well, my dearest Nancy, since you I cannot have.
Come, gentlemen all, and I'll sing you a song. It's about the mud plumbers of Abingdon Pond. They're hearty good fellows, I'll give them their due. Their delight is in drinking Mrs. Mundy's strong brew. Derry down, 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 derry down. The 10th of December this job it begun. Oh, how the wheelbarrows did rattle and run, with 300 or 400 of wheels to spin round, and there's no better 100, I'll bet £50. Derry down, 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 derry down. There's Davis and Morris and Will Mason too. They're hearty good fellows, I'll give them their due. One day the strong beer got in Davis's crown, and then into the water he come tumbling down. Derry down, 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 derry down. There's Archer and Churcher and Joe, Jim and Dick, for swiftness of run as near they could get. And here's Andrew's gang, we will shift them about, and we'll all work like Turks, and we'll never give out. Derry down, 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 derry down. Well, now then, this job it is over and through. Come over to Itchin, collect what's your due. We'll drink, I'll be bound, and we'll dance and we'll sing, and we'll make every room in the plough for to ring. Derry down, 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 derry down.
All the streams of lovely Nancy are divided in 3 parts, where young men and maids they go to meet their sweethearts. In drinking of strong liquor calls my heart for to sing, and the birds in yon valley made the wrongs for to ring. On yonder high mountain a high castle stands, built up with ivory on yonder black strand, gilded up with ivory like a diamond so bright. It's a pilot for a sailor on a dark winter's night. Now I'll go into some monastery and there end my life. Never will be married, nor yet take a wife. Constant and true-hearted, forever I'll remain, by the streams of lovely Nancy, till my true love comes again.
On Monday morning I married a wife, thinking to live a sober life, but as it turned out I'd better been dead than rue the day that I got wed. Laddie-I-O, laddie-I-O, sing fa-la-la-la-la, laddie-I-O. On Tuesday morning I went to the wood, thinking to do me wife some good. I caught a twig of holly so green, the roughest and toughest that ever was seen. Laddie-I-O, laddie-I-O, sing fa-la-la-la-la, laddie-I-O. On Wednesday morning I put it to dry, and on Thursday morning I gave it a try. I walloped her back and I walloped her wig until I broke my holly twig. Laddie-I-O, laddie-I-O, sing fa-la-la-la-la, laddie-I-O. On Friday morning, to my surprise, a little before the sun did rise, she opened her clatter and scolded more than ever I'd heard in my life before. Laddie-I-O, laddie-I-O, sing fa-la-la-la-la, laddie-I-O. On Saturday morning she started again, so I beat her again very much the same. The devil came in the midst of the game and stole her away both blind and lame. Laddie-I-O, laddie-I-O, sing fa-la-la-la-la, laddie-I-O. On Sunday morning I dined without a scolding wife or a bawling bout. I could enjoy my bottle and friend and have a fresh wife at the week's work's end. Laddie-I-O, laddie-I-O, sing fa-la-la-la-la, laddie-I-O.
As I walked out one bright May morning, a fair young creature I chanced to spy. I stepped up to her and did salute her, and said, "Young girl, can you fancy me? You appear to be some man of honor, some man of honor you seem to be. How can you pose on a poor young woman, whose servant maid I'm not fit to be? If you're not fitting to be my servant, I have a great regard for you. I'll marry you and make you my lady, and you'll have servants to wait on you. Oh no, young man, I have a sweetheart, and 7 long years he's gone from me, and 7 more I will wait for him. If he's alive, he'll return to me. Oh, 7 years makes an alteration. Perhaps he's drowned and is now at rest. than no other man shall ever join me, for he's the darling boy I love best. Then he put his hand all in his pocket, his fingers being both short and small, saying, "Here's the ring, love, we broke between us. Soon as she saw it, then she down did fall." He took her claws all in his arms and gave her kisses by 1, 2, 3, saying, "I'm your young and your single sailor that has come home for to marry thee."
Tis of this young girl at the age of 16, far from her parents ran away, all for to serve the Queen. The officer enlisting her said she was a nice young man. "I think you'll make a drummer, so it's come along, young man. So it's come along, young man. So it's come along, young man. I think you'll make a drummer, so it's come along, young man." I was sent up to my quarters, all for to go to bed. In sleeping by a soldier's side, I did not feel afraid. In pulling off my red jacket, it often made me smile to think I was a drummer and a maiden all the while. And a maiden all the while, and a maiden all the while. To think I was a drummer and a maiden all the while. My waist being long and slender, my fingers thin and small, all for to play upon the drum I soon exceeded all. I played upon my kettle drum like other drummers played. I played upon my kettle drum and still remained a maid. And still remained a maid, and still remained a maid. I played upon my kettle drum and still remained a maid. I was sent up to London, all for to guard the tower, and there I might have been until this very day and hour. But a young girl fell in love with me, I told her I was a maid, and straightway to my officer the secret she betrayed. The secret she betrayed, the secret she betrayed, and straightway to my officer the secret she betrayed. The officer he sent for me to know if it was true. Of such a thing I cannot nor I won't believe of you. He looked me in the face and he smiled as he said, "It's a pity we should lose you, such a drummer as you've made. Such a drummer as you've made, such a drummer as you've made. It's a pity we should lose you, such a drummer as you've made." So farewell, dear officer, you have been kind to me, and likewise to comrades, I'm not forgetting thee. And if your army should be short for the want of any man, I'll put on my hat and feather and I'll march with you again. And I'll march with you again, and I'll march with you again. I'll put on my hat and feather and I'll march with you again. I've got a dog and a good dog too, I keeps him in me keeping, for to catch those hares that run by night, while the gamekeepers lie sleeping. My dogs and me went out one night for to learn some education, Up jumps a hare and away she run, right into a large plantation. She hadn't gone so very far before someone stopped her running. Oh, Aunt, she loudly cried, stop a minute, your uncle's coming. Then I took out me old penknife, and quickly I did punch her. She turned out one of the female kind. How glad I am I caught her. I picks her up and smooths her down, and I puts her in me keeping. I says to me dog, it's time to be going, while the gamekeepers are still sleeping.
Tis of a bold tanner in old Devonshire, his name it was Arthur O'Bran. There wasn't a man in old Devonshire could make this boat Arthur to stand. I could make this boat Arthur to stand. Boat Arthur walked out one fine summer's morn to view the merry green wood, in search of a deer that runs here and there he spied bold Robin Hood. Aye, and there he spied bold Robin Hood. Good morning, young fellow, says bold Robin Hood, what business hast thou here? I will tell thee in brief, thou looks like a thief that is come for to steal the king's deer. Aye, that is come for to steal the king's deer. I will have the fat doe before I do go, although it may cause me a fall. For I have a staff made out of green graft, and I think he would do for you all. Aye, I think he would do for you all. Well, I have another, says bold Robin Hood, made out of the bonny oak tree. 3 feet and a half he will knock down a calf, and I think he will knock down thee. Aye, I think he will knock down thee. Let's measure our sticks, says bold Robin Hood, before we commence our fray. And if mine be half a foot longer than thine, oh, that shall be counted fair play. Aye, and that shall be counted fair play. They measured their sticks, and at it they went, for the space of an hour or more. And every blow made the grouse for to ring, they played their game so sure. Aye, they played their game so sure. Hold on, says bold Robin Hood, I pray let our courage do fall. Before that we break our bones all to smash, and gain no coin at all. Aye, and gain no coin at all. Then Robin pulled out his long bugle horn, and blowed it so loud and so shrill. And then thereupon he espied little John come tripping down over the hill. Aye, come tripping down over the hill. Oh, what is the matter then, said little John, I pray thee, bold Robin, me tell. There is something amiss, I am sure that there is, for I see that thou doesn't look well. Aye, I see that thou doesn't look well. Oh, here I stand with my staff in my hand, bold Tanner he stands by my side. He's a bonny brisk man, just fit for our gang, and so well he has tanned my hide. Aye, so well he has tanned my hide. Well, if he's a tanner, then says little John, a tanner that tans so true, there's not the least doubt he will have one more bout, and perhaps he may tan my hide too. Aye, perhaps he may tan my hide too. Oh no, says bold Robin Hood, for he is a hero so bold. He's a bonny brisk blade, and he's master of his trade, by no man he won't be controlled. Aye, by no man he won't be controlled.
One midsummer's evening, the sun being gone down, young Polly went a-walking by the side of a pond. She sat under a shady tree, a shelf or to bushes as the evening came on. I shot my own true love in the room of a swan. Stay at home, my dearest William, till your trial do come on, that you may not be banished to some foreign land. On the day of your trial, your father will appear with 50 bright guineas, if that will you clear. On the day of his trial, young Polly did appear, crying, "People, oh people, let William go clear." With my apron wrapped around my head as the evening came on, he shot his own true love in the room of a swan.
The sun was just rising one fine summer's morning. The birds from the bushes so sweetly did sing, and the lads and the lasses so merrily were moving to yonder large building their work to begin. I spied a fair damsel more brighter than Venus, her cheeks like the roses that none could excel, her skin like the lily that grows in yon valley. This blooming young damsel was a factory girl. I stepped up to this beautiful creature. She cast upon me a proud look of disdain. "Stand back, sir," she cried, "and do not insult me. I'm poor, but in poverty there is no sin." I stood in a flutter, knowing what was the matter. The god of love, Cupid, my heart had trepanned. I said, "Lovely fair maid, if you'll not be my bride, then my life I will waste in some far foreign land." What pleasure or treasure is love when 'tis wanton? Your love upon me has now cast a spell. I'll marry you speedily and make you a lady, if you'll be my own dearest factory girl. She gave her consent, and license was purchased. That very same day the bells merrily did ring, and to church then they went, and when they returned, the brave men and maidens so sweetly did sing.
Come all you warlike seamen, bold that to the seas belong. I'll tell you of a fight, my boys, that lately has been done. It's of a warlike captain, his name was Somerswell. With courage bold no tongue can tell, he played his part so well. On the 15th of September, near Spithead we did lie. There came on board an order, we could no longer stay. All off the coast of Ireland our orders did run so. 'Twas there to fight and not refuse to face our daring foe. We had not long been on the sea before a sail we spied. A small ship from the westward came bearing down that side. They hailed us in French, me boys, to know from whence we came. Our answer was from Liverpool, and the Are you a man of war, sir, or pray what may you be? Oh yes, replied our captain, and that you soon may see. Then hold down your English colours, and make your ship ring too. If we be stout, you must be stout, or else we will sink you. That's very well, our captain he did say. Cheer up, my merry men, we'll show them British play. Whichever shall be master, the truth shall soon be tried. Let every man stand true to his gun, we'll give them a broadside. The first broadside we gave to them, it made them for to wonder, to see their lofty main topsails come rattling down like thunder. We drove them from their quarters where they could no longer stay. Our guns did roar, we played so sure, we showed them British play. So now we've gained the victory, the heavens did prove kind. We'll go to Plymouth Harbour and drink a glass of wine. Here's a health unto our captain and all such warlike souls. To him we'll drink and never flinch out of a flowing bowl.
Abroad as I was walking down by the riverside, I heard two lovers talking. The damsel she replied, how could you be so cruel? How could you serve me so? You promised you would marry me about 2 months ago. My dear, I was prevented and could not come till now. So rest yourself contented, I never will break my vow. If I'd all the gold and silver that lies beyond the sea, I'd take more joy and pleasure in your sweet company. What maiden can believe you? You've said so much before. The last time that I saw you, you said you'd come no more. You went and courted Nancy, the girl with a rolling eye. It's she alone you fancy, you cannot this deny. I hear to what you say, my love I own and swear 'tis true. I went and courted Nancy, but now I'm come to you. Why should it breed affection betwixt my love and I? It's you alone I fancy, with you I'll live and die. These words, so they revived her and struck her to the heart. And we will have a wedding before that we do part. The weather being pleasant, to church this couple passed. And now they are got married, long looked for come at last.
The 30th of November last 1813, the Osselbury lads they did prepare all for the machinery. And when they did get there, my eye, how they let fly. The machinery flew to pieces in the twinkling of an eye. Oh, the mob, such a mob, you never have seen before. And if you live for 100 years, you never will no more. To Winchester then we were sent our trial for to take. And if we do have nothing said, our counsel we shall keep. But when the judges did begin, I'm sorry for to say, so many was transported for life, and some was cast to die. Oh, the mob, such a mob, you never have seen before, that if you live for 100 years, you never will no more. Sometimes our parents, they comes in for to see us all. Sometimes they bring some baccy or a loaf that is so small. Then we goes into the kitchen and sits all round about. There is so many of us that we are very soon all smoked out. Oh, the mob, such a mob, you never have seen before. And if you live for 100 years, you never will no more. At 6 o'clock in the morning, our turnkey he comes in, with a bunch of keys all in his hands, tied all in a ring. And we can't get any further than back and forth the yard, £1.50 of bread a day, and don't you think it hard? Oh, the mob, such a mob, you never have seen before, that if you live for 100 years, you never will no more. At 6 o'clock in the evening, the turnkey he comes round. The locks and bolts they rattle like the sounding of a drum, and we are all locked up all in our cells so high. And there we stay till morning, whether we lives or dies. Oh, the mob, such a mob, you never have seen before, that if you live for 100 years, you never will no more. At 6 o'clock in the evening, our turnkey he comes round. The locks and bolts they rattle like the sounding of a drum, and we are all locked up all in our cells so high. And there we stay till morning, whether we lives or dies. Oh, the mob, such a mob, you never have seen before, that if you live for 100 years, you never will no more. It's now to conclude and finish my new song. I hope you gentlemen's round me will not think it wrong. For all the poor in Hampshire, the rising of their wages, I hope that none of our enemies will know for the want of places. Oh, the mob, such a mob, you never have seen before, that if you live for 100 years, you never will no more.